Roger, Roger, 456. Is that Henry?
Yes, this is Henry.
Hey, you got 044 Dave up here. We're outside Zieglersville up here. Spitfire was in there a little bit ago. He said he'd be back, Roger.
I'm back.
It's a little rough and tough in there for me. I heard you say you're Somerville. I didn't quite copy that. Could you run it by one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're up here at Zieglersville. You got 044 Dave up here at Zieglersville. And Spitfire's back in there now.
10-4, I think you said Zieglersville, and that's Dave. Is that Dave?
Roger and the Dave. Quarter wave Dave up here at Zieglersville.
10-4 going to Dave. Pleasure to meet you here on Classic Radio Roundup here on Wednesday evening.
Roger, Roger, Henry. Okay, Spitfire's in there. We'll leave you get back to Spitfire then. We're going to be on the side listening.
10-4, Roger. Well, thank you for the key up, and have a fine holiday there to you and your family, and God bless. This is 456 Spitfire. You got a copy on 456 down here in Aston, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, how about you, 456? Hey, 456. Hello, Henry down there in Aston. You got the Spitfire here, 441, Operator Pete. You got a copy on this antique radio?
Spitfire. I got somebody else was keying up there with you. I got you. I think you said 1441. I did catch some of your statement there. We had somebody key up on you there, though. They did. It sounded like he's local, runs power maybe. But it's good to be here on this classic radio roundup here on a Wednesday night. A little bit after 8 o'clock. It's always a pleasure to hear from you there. I'll tell you, I got a really good copy of you down here in Aston. You're really loud and proud down here, Roger.
Roger, Roger there, Henry. Yeah, I got a real good, loud and proud copy on you up here. No trouble at all, Henry. You're coming up here in the clear. And glad to have you on Classic Radio Roundup this week on good, clear conditions. You're doing the trip, no trouble at all. I'm working some antique equipment today, multi-Elmac transmitter, and my Hallicrafters receiver. I do have the video gate rolling right now, so you did make this week's video gate, and you'll see how well you're making it up here this week. Good to hear from you there, Henry. Doing a good job. How are we making it down there? You got us in the clear this time around, break?
Yeah, 10-4 on that, 1441. We're making a trip really, really well, like I said before. Yeah, we didn't have any interference that time. Whoever it was backed off. And it's always a pleasure to be here with you on Classic Radio Roundup. I'm glad, I'm really thankful to the friend that turned me on to it. He's supposed to be in here tonight. So what I'm going to do is step back, and I'm sure there's a lot more people here that want to, get a break in here, and I'm going to step back, and I'll be on the side and standing by. Roger, this is 456 down in Aston. We'll be
Yeah, all right there, Henry. Hey, we're glad to have you. You know, we started this whole Classic Radio Roundup thing just to get like-minded operators all together and get some of these old radios restored and back on the air and kind of relive our old days and things of that nature. We're having a good time. And by the way, my number is 441. Tag on telephone. Plain old 441, the Spitfire. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Henry. We'll be here for the next couple hours, so you get a chance to jump on in and say hello. And I know that phone is not for me. I wish it would just stop ringing. 441, the Spitfire, countywide radio.
Hey, well, 441, thank you. Thank you again. Like I said, we'll be on the side there, and tempo, and I guess before it's a pleasure to be here. We'll be standing by, copy in the mail, 456 on the side.
All right, well, let's roll, get this Classic Radio Roundup kicked off. Oh, with the phone already. I know it ain't for me because anybody I'm talking to is going to be right here on Classic Radio Roundup.
Hello? Show on CB Radio. Classic Radio Roundup. Hello?
I'll just take care of that and unplug the suckers.
Is that rotary phone?
10-4.
Well, that's why it's ringing, because it's a classic.
There you go.
I just had to throw that in there. Go ahead, Sparky.
What?
Evening, gentlemen. A44.
Oh,
Got Spitfire in there. I think it was Henry down there in Aston. Anyone else in there? And let's not forget Sandbagger. Running this Cobra 2000. $2K. At least I think it's working. Get down and get funky. What are you running, Sandbagger? Oh, I'm running a Johnson Laking 4740 Mobile AM, FM, or no FM, this sideband. Circa 1978. Yeah, I like that one. That was, it's got the LEDs. It doesn't have a meter, or does it? Yeah, there's a meter on it. Looks like an SBE meter.
I remember that radio. It's been a while since you ran it. Hello, Bagger. Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, unfortunately the microphone connector is an oddball, so I don't have an adapter for it for anything other than the stock link. But it'll work for a while. I've got 2 of these radios. If anybody wants to trade, I'll certainly entertain some good old-fashioned gartering.
Yeah, good old-fashioned barding on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, I got a Johnson Mobile. I think it's a 123A or something like that. This one.
Double. Go ahead, Bagger. I heard Sparky.
I said I have to, the 9 o'clock hour comes along, I switch radios, I'll switch to the other one, and they'll be, 2 radios exactly the same.
I'm working this 2-piece setup because it's warm. It's been on all day, and I've been having a blast with it.
And it sounds darn good.
I've been having a blast with this multi-Elmac, man. This was the score of the year for me.
That thing just sounds good. It's clean, got punch, nothing to complain about.
Yeah, and I have a good time working 10 meters AM with it, getting all my European friends in the morning.
Yeah, I was trying to listen to that video gig you had the other day from 10 meters, but boy, I tell you, that one guy's just long with it. He just kept going on and on and on and on, and okay, let me quick me what he's done.
He went on for a full 10 minutes.
Like, holy crap, man. This isn't broadcast radio.
Yeah, I know. They do get a little bit long-winded. You gotta start taking notes. When he's a true AMer when he can fill up a full 10 minutes there.
Yeah, any little longer he would have qualified for a broadcast license.
Well, I just uploaded another one today, and the guy was W2 NBC, and he was working the same guy in Wales, and same distance away, just northeast instead of southeast, and the same kind of backscatter, but he was really coming in strong today.
I'm sure he must be a broadcast engineer for the TV station or something with that call.
Yeah, you would think.
I'm sure he is.
But that whole 75 mile away backscatter thing, where you can copy the guy clearly, to me, is pretty amazing.
Yeah, this signal is fading in and out too. I guess that's the way that works.
Yeah, on that backscatter, the signal sits there and bounces around the whole time, but you never lose the guy.
What causes the echo? Because the way his signal was varying, it's not like he was a DX station.
The echo is by multipathing, because I'm hearing his signal come in more than one one way, and they're taking different distance paths, so one takes a little bit longer to get here than the other.
Off of different layers in the atmosphere?
Well, it's possible I could be hearing some of his signal direct and then some of his signal backscatter, which takes further to get here. I can't say for certain, but I know it's multipath. The signal's taking more than one path to get here.
I know. It's funny, they say no, you know, not supposed to run echo on the handbands, but then all of a sudden I hear it like multiple times a day. I'm like, oh, that's natural echo.
Yeah, it's frowned upon for man-made echo, but everybody thinks it's way cool when it's, you know, nature-made echo.
But it's natural. It's because it's analog, man.
Oh, natural. Yeah, those guys, that W2VW, I've worked him before off a backscatter just because, and then today I was talking to Mervyn out there in Wales, and then after I signed, I was still listening, and then VW came in there, and he was telling Mervyn how he was hearing me on backscatter, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that he's going to hear me the same way I hear him.
Well, it makes sense when you think about it.
Well, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it until he said something, that he's hearing me the same way. That's the kind of stuff that just makes me love radio, you know? I mean, it's not just talking to the guy, but it's the whole everything else. Using antique equipment. That one today, you'll have to check out that gate today. Both those guys were using some serious boat anchors, and they were talking all boat anchor language.
Oh, yeah.
Show you right. Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the other Johnson. This was fun. I switched over to it. That one's got a little more punch. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, there is a slight difference between the two of them as far as power and output goes. This one's not as strong as the other one, but only slightly.
Yeah, well, that sounds slightly better.
Oh, that could be the microphone too. I'll have to try on the other. Let me put the other microphone on this one.
Yeah, it sounds better, but only slightly.
What if that's got that little handheld mics? They're like 2" by 2" with a little button up on the corner, on the diagonal corner.
And them are them radios where they got the mic connector in the back of the radio, ain't it?
Okay, I switched the microphone from the original radio and put it on this one.
Yeah, now it sounds bad.
Oh, so it's the microphone. Okay. And to answer your question, Sparky, yes, this is a little tiny microphone. It sort of looks like an SPE mic with a little button in the left-hand corner. And the SPE that doesn't have the mic jack in the back. What pin configuration is it? It's a 5-pin, but it's not a DIN, which is kind of a waste because you only need 3 pins. It's got a relay in it. It's like the ones that go on the trams with that collar, that lock collar? Yeah, it looks just like that, but the tram's 4-pin, this one's 5. Same as on the Messenger 223. Hey, there's a breaker in there. Go ahead, break. Good evening to the Classic Radio Roundup. Hey, Tickle, Souderton Station, how you doing? Good, just checking in. Then I'm dropping my son off back into the driveway in my premier spot for picking up the radio. Break short. All right, Tickle, got a short break in there. Go ahead, Badger.
Hey, Tickle, you got a copy on me?
I got a good hold on you.
Hey, I saw a silver gray colored SUV with a big meanie antenna on top of it today on Allentown Road right by 113.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I go to that Marshall Farms quite a bit and pick up a lot of stuff, and I know that you're from that neck of the woods. I didn't know if you happened to be driving through the neighborhood.
No, Negative. I have a red 99 Dodge Ram with co-phased white wheels off the bed.
All right, very good. Just figured I'd ask. By the way, if I saw you next time, I'd shoot the horn at you. All right, have a good night. I'm back on the side.
I'll have to keep an eye out for you. Hello, Badger. Hello, Tickle, Spitfire.
Hello, Spitfire.
Get down and get funky.
441. They call them county-wide.
That's because he eats too much.
Well, back at you, the second Badger there.
Stop with the word games.
Evening, Badger. Evening, dear Tickle.
Hello, Dave.
Now, Bagger, I think that I've got 441 cornered when it comes to eating too much. I'm probably 3 times his size and probably about half a foot shorter.
Oh, so you're a 5x5.
Yeah, 5x5 is more than just a radio report.
My pants are under square. His are probably over square.
Go ahead, Badger, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, now, if you see me out and about during the day, you'll see me in a bright yellow. I'm talking, this thing is old Chevy Canary Yellow, 2011 Freightliner.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I run a like fire engine red day cab Kenworth T600, so I'm always in the Solderton area in the late afternoon. All right, and I also work for the bomb squad, so if you see me running, try and keep up.
10-4. Well, do you ever get over to Nitro Hydraulic?
No, we haul LTL refrigerated products, so I don't go very far.
I didn't know if you well, they do a lot of hydraulic lines and fuel, like lines and stuff, fittings.
All right, nope. Hey, listen, I want to tie this up. There's a bunch of other operators in there that want to put a little elbow shine on their old style equipment, so I'm back on the side.
10-4, I'll be back on the side myself.
Old style equipment.
Antique flea market scrap.
eBay junk.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, now I'm back on the original Johnson with the other stock lights. So did the sound quality stay with the microphone?
Yes, the sound quality stayed with the microphone, but that junk will never get out. You'll never get your numbers called. You'll never work skip.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well just go to bed. Yeah. Some people just don't learn, I guess.
Bagger, everything sounds like crap on this radio, so don't worry about it.
Now go to bed.
Back to bed. Right. That's what interference when I can't hear that,
I can hear that Henry out there in the distance.
I gotta keep pointing the beams down, but I want to hear them.
I wonder if you can hear my help radio.
Is that what you're running?
Yes, sir.
Well, it sounds good for a stock microphone.
Yeah, that thing actually don't sound too bad.
Circa 1979. I don't think it was ever used. It showed up, in the case. Even has the cardboard sleeve on the outside of the case. It's still in good shape. I think somebody bought it, probably threw it in the trunk of their car for a while, and then it ended up sitting on a shelf somewhere. But yeah, the receive is terrible on it. Well, at least the audio of the receive is awful. Sounds like garbage. Everybody sounds like garbage, but it's working.
Is that a GE?
Try an external speaker on it.
That doesn't. There's not even a jack for an external speaker. Yeah, it's a GE Help. It's the very first one they put out. 59. What is it? 3-5900A.
I have the realistic Help radio, and that one you can at least you can make it a walkie-talkie. It has a telescoping antenna, or you can take that off and put it on a mag base that it has and plug in an external antenna, and you can put in an external mic and a speaker on the thing, so it's pretty flexible.
Yeah, not this one. I don't think they thought about all that. I had to, it's got an RCA phono jack for the antenna, so I made a nice little pigtail, the RCA phono to a 239 female, and we got her hooked up here in the monkey shack. Hello?
Yeah, it don't sound that bad. Yeah, they didn't give you much provisions. It was a help radio, and that was it. I think that Radio Shack one's kind of cool because it's versatile. So it could be a walkie-talkie, it could be a mobile, or a base.
Monkey Man. Brought that out. I ran a GE. Radio Shack didn't suck.
Yeah, I ran a GE, but the second edition of that has external speaker, it's like a brick.
Yeah.
Some things Radio Shack did get right.
I used to run one of these in the car a few years back. And I figured, what the hell? You know, it worked. It worked pretty darn good for what it was, and nobody would ever want to steal it.
All right there, Classic Radio Roundup. You guys have yourself a good night. I'm out of here.
That's why they call them a brick. You can throw them, too.
See you later, dog. See you, Badger. Yeah, well, I guess just so somebody writes me down in the book, Monkey Man, checking in Classic Radio Roundup.
On that GE Help Radio.
Circa 1979, Breaker.
I really like those Help radios.